Okay, I have some counters here. Using the counters, can you make groups of 5? Okay, how many counters do you have?
20.
How many groups do you have?
4.
Thank you. Okay. Under this cover are 6 cards. Okay? Each card has 3 dots. How many dots altogether?
18.
How did you know that?
First, I counted by 3s, and it gave me 18. At first, the first row, it gave me 9, and it gave me another 9. And I added the 9s, and they gave me 18.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, there are 28 counters here. When I put them into 7, in groups of 7, how many groups do I have?
Four.
How did you know that?
7 plus 7 is 14. I added another 14. It's 8, and I added the 1, the 10s, and that gave me 2. And then I added the 4 and 4, it gave me 8, and it's 28.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Do you remember seeing these?
Yes.
What do you remember them? Do you remember what they're called?
Yes.
What are they called?
Dots.
They're dots, you're right. But when they're together in groups like that, we call them an array. And how many dots in the top row?
3.
Thank you. How many rows?
5.
And how many dots altogether?
15.
How did you do that?
As last time, it's 3, 3, 33. I counted by 3s. It gave me 15.
All right. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. Okay. There's 6 rows of 4. How many dots are there?
24.
How did you know that?
First, I added 4s to 8s, and then I put the 2 8s, gave me 16. Then I added the 8 from the 4th, and it gave me 24.
Awesome. There are 12 dots altogether. Here is one row. How many rows are there altogether?
Six.
How did you know that?
First, I counted by 2s. There's 6 rows, so I put 6. I have 6 groups. I put 2 in each, counted by 2s, and it gave me 6 groups.
6 groups. Thank you. How many dots is that?
12.
Thank you. Okay. There are 12 dots altogether. Here's the first row. How many rows are there altogether?
4.
How did you know that?
First, I added the 3, and the 3 it gave me 6, and I added the other 3s, and it gave me 6, and I counted 6 plus 6 is 12, and it gave me 6, and then I counted by 6, and it gave me 12.
Okay. And how many rows were there?
4.
4. Okay. Do you know how the 4 rows look? Like, can you show me? Like, can you point right here? There's one row.
2.
Okay. Thank you so much. Can you please count by 2s, and I'll tell you when to stop.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32.
You can stop right there. Thank you. Can you count by 5s, and I'll tell you when to stop.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65.
You can stop. Thank you. Can you count by 3s, and I'll tell you when to stop.
3, 9, no, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36.
Thank you. You can stop. Read this card, please.
7 times 2.
Okay, can you work it out and tell me the answer?
7 times 2 is 14.
How did you know? No, I noticed you were looking at your fingers. What were you doing?
Counting. I added 7 groups. I added 2 in each group, and it gave me 14.
Thank you. Excellent. I like how you explain everything really well. Thank you. Okay, can you read that for me?
10 times 8.
Okay, and what, can you work it out?
Yes. So, first, 10 times 8 is 80. First, I added 10 groups. Then I added 8. That gave me 80. That's how I got 80 from 10 times 8.
So you have 10 groups, and you add 8 to
in
each group. And that gives you 80. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
5 times 4. 5 groups of 4 is 20.
And how do you know?
It is 5 times 4 is 20, because if it's backward, it will be 4 times 5. That gives me 50, 20. It's still the same answer if it's a different side, in different ways.
Okay. Thank you.
4 times 3. 4 groups of 3 is 12.
And do you know how that would look? Like, how would you show it?
Like 4 groups of 3, and if it's a different way, it'd be 3 groups of 4. That also give me 12.
Okay. Thank you. Can you read this for me?
3 times 8.
What would be the answer?
24.
How did you do that so fast?
First I added 3 groups, so if I take away the 1 group from the side, I added 16 from that group, and then I added the 1 from that group, and it gave me 24.
Awesome. Yes, thank you.
9 times 4, 9 groups of 4, or it could be 4 times 4 groups of 9. It is 30. 36.
How are you counting?
By 4s, and I was counting by 4s, and the other way I was counting by 9s, and that gave me this 36.
Okay. Okay. I want to know what it sounded like, because I know you were really thinking about it. How did it sound when you were counting?
I was counting by 9, because if it was 4 on this side, and be on this side, on 9, I'll be counting by 9 first, and 4, because 4 is the smaller number. So I added 4 groups, and I put an 8 in each, 9 in each group, and that gave me 18 on 2 groups. And I know 18 plus 18 is 16. And that gave me 36.
Okay. 8 and 8 is 16, and then you put it in the other. You got it. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Can you read that? And
18 divided by 3.
And what is the answer?
$20. Right. Four. 8 divided by 3 equals 4, as like 4 times 3. 3 times 4 is 18, or 14. 4 times 3 equals 18.
4 times 3 equals 18. And so the answer for 18 divided by 3 is?
4.
4. Okay.
4 divided by 5.
Read that again, please.
40 divided by 5, it equals 5 times 8 equals 40.
I noticed you were counting with your fingers. What were you doing?
I was counting by 5s. I was counting by 5s, and it gave me the group. Then it gave me 40. So
Okay.
I know 5 times 8 equals 40. Or
So when you were counting, were you counting by 5s?
Yes.
Can you show me how you were counting?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And it gave me 2 left. I know 8 plus 2 is like 10. And I have 8 group. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It gave me 8. So I know 8 times 5 equals 40.
Thank you. Can you read this card for me, please?
4 times 13 equals 52.
And the bottom?
8 times 13 equals blank.
So can you use this to help you to solve that?
No. $42.
Thank you. Okay. Can you read this for me?
12 times 9 equals 108.
Can you use this information to solve for that?
Yes. 108 divided by 9 is 12. Is 12 because 12 times 9 is 108. If this number was 9, this has to be 8, because 8 and 9 equals 12. It's like 9. It's like 12 times 9 is 108, but backwards.
Backwards. Okay, thank you so much. Can you read that for me, please?
10 times 15 is 150.
And can you use this to solve that?
No.
No. Okay.
115.
Okay, thank you. Can you read this for me, please?
5 times 14 equals 70. 2 times 14 equals 28.
Can you use this information to solve for that?
Yes. 7 times 14 equals, if I had 7, 5 plus 2 is 7, and that gave me this answer. 14, 14, 14, they're the same. I had 7 groups of 4. First, if I have 7 groups on this side, 7 groups on this side. First, I should have 4 groups on this side and the 10s on this side. 7. That is gonna give me 70 on 7 times 10, and if on the 4s is 32 on 4 times 7. So 70 times 20, 32 is 102.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, that is the end